Well, I got a few Magic Arena games in. I don't know when I'm going to release the footage, if at all this year. Because, you know, it was against the bot. And the only reason it was against the bot is because I had somebody that I knew say they wanted to play a game against me on Arena. And then as soon as I got into Arena, they just disappeared. So, something might have come up. I'm not saying anything one way or another. It could have been, you know, they just got distracted. It could have been they decided not to play and decided not to tell me. Could be anything. I don't know. But I got some footage that I may or may not release on my gaming channel. I am tired of people right now. I'm dealing with stuff the best that I can, but I am tired of people right now. I stopped down to the vending machine. On my way down there, somebody else gets into the elevator just before I do, right? They get off before I do. As the doors open, I can see somebody getting off the other elevator in my apartment. And he looks into the elevator and just gives me the stink eye for no reason. Now, I'll admit, yes, I know that could just be like, it could be anything. He probably wasn't giving me the stink eye. He probably just looked pissed off for whatever reason and just happened to look in my direction. But that's not what I'm really talking about here. So I get down, I get a couple drinks out of the vending machine, get a snack out of the vending machine in my apartment. Get back into the elevator and get back up to my floor where I live. I get off the elevator, start walking, and then notice somebody else got off the other elevator behind me. And it's my neighbor. Like my direct neighbor. And this is a person where I've been gaming and I try and be as quiet as I possibly can for the most part. I may get a little loud, but I shouldn't get loud enough to have somebody else hear me. This is a person who they come up to me and they're a smartass the entire time. Talking to me about, oh, well, like, they don't specifically say anything about how loud I was, but they make, like, oh yeah, somebody was really loud last night and blah 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 blah, and just like, I know he's talking about me when he says that shit, but he's saying it in a way that's like, dude, just come out and say what you gotta say. If you don't want me making noise, tell me you don't want me making noise. If you think I'm too loud, come out and tell me I'm too loud. Don't sit there complaining about people being loud and then not say, hey, I know you were loud. please quiet down. You don't sit there being a fucking asshole about shit and fucking... I know we're in an apartment. I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly can. Especially when I game. And for those of you who follow my gaming channel, recently, like end of last year, I started getting a little more vocal when I do the CSGO videos and the Fortnite videos and stuff like that. He knows it's me making that noise, but he says stuff that implies that he knows it's me, but doesn't specifically say anything. So until he says something to me, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, this guy's kind of being an asshole about it. About how he says what he says. Because like I said, there's a difference between, you know, casually mentioning something and then just... It's not that he's saying what he's saying, it's how he's saying what he's saying. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And how he's saying what he's saying, he's coming off like an asshole. But he was in the hall behind me. Yeah, sorry, I got off on a little tangent there. I like tangerines! Anyway, so he gets off the elevator, he's behind me. And he's sitting there making all these different noises, like whistles and psh, to try and get my attention. Now, I know I'm not going over this the best. I know the way I'm saying it is leaving a lot to open for interpretation. I'll try and get some footage of how this guy is acting. But I'm not making any guarantees. So this guy's just kind of been like an asshole to me for the last 6 months to a year. And like I said, I get that I can get loud. I understand that I can get a little loud. But if you don't want me being loud, tell me you don't want me being loud. Until you say, hey, I don't want you being loud. Or, hey, you're being too loud, please at least quiet down. I'm going to take it as, hey, do the same thing. All I'm asking is that you don't be a douchebag about it. Because there's a difference between being a douchebag about it and being polite or respectful about shit. I know that I can get loud when I'm playing my games. But that's the thing. If I'm too loud for you, tell me I'm too loud for you. Don't sit there and pass off some snide comment about, oh well, blah 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 blah, this, that, and the other, people are being loud. And I'm going to throw a little temper tantrum because other people are being loud. And don't sit there trying to get other people's attention by psst, 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 over and over again. On that note, people are complaining about the Super Bowl. At the point I'm recording this, the Super Bowl was yesterday. I've seen a lot of people where they'll say, oh yeah, I'm not watching the Super Bowl, and then they'll turn around, the Super Bowl was shit. I've seen a lot of comments of, you know, Rihanna and Satan and this, that, and the other. I'm like, dude, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Don't say you're gonna not watch the Super Bowl and then turn around and watch the Super Bowl and complain that you watched the Super Bowl. Well, I have a video coming out right around the same time this video is getting released. That is a question and answer video. Currently I'm working on my Qui-Gon Jinn video. So it should be up next weekend. So let's see here. Let's see what happens when I record all that stuff.